Hope everybody's having a wonderful day. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. It definitely helps us out. Give us a like or a comment if you got any questions, and share the video because it definitely helps get these type of builds out there. And I felt like Blurple Kaido should have been in a way better place by now because he has access to the highest level of consistency. So what's the problem? Not quite sure. But with my newfound knowledge on how to play One Piece, I was like, maybe I can get at least a little closer to cracking the code. Alright, so essentially, it was like, okay, ramping is important, consistent Onigashima is important. So of course we have all the search cards in the world, plus a Perona, just to try to guarantee that first turn Onigashima. Or not first turn, but second turn Onigashima. Then it was like, okay, what side of this color spectrum does this leader favor? And it's obvious that it's purple. So then you have to think of what blue cards support the system best they can. Virtually none. So it's like, okay, so what blue cards can just assist? Because the system is ramping, KOing, that's what I'm referring to, right? So it's the search part. Blue has the access to consistency, right? So as you see, we played a Perona, we got ulti, but we're also expecting to take her out because we had a weird problem, a combination of like maybe lack of defense / lack of KO potential. Oh, they hit us with a 9-drop Kaido. Well located. So, anyway, if y'all like what y'all see some interest, we're still working on the deck. So, I guess it still qualifies as prototype, but we're closer than alpha. So maybe we're like at beta level with this deck. And if y'all interested in seeing how far we got with it in terms of the deck list, that is, the next video will have the deck list, but in the meantime we're still working on the deck. Want to make that clear, we're still working on it, so things are going to be changed, yada yada, until we have our final build. Usually once we do a gauntlet, it's like, this is the build that we're happy with, and gauntlets don't always mean, just a disclaimer, gauntlet doesn't always mean that's the only build we have of it, but this build we feel is respectable to present. That's kind of like the mind frame here. It's like, oh look, see, the leader is good enough to have several wins, and several wins against different meta leaders. So that's the point of the gauntlet series. So yeah, we have our blockers. Blockers is more important than we understand. So we have our Basil Hawking because he helps us draw, and he's a blocker. So that's always great. Seeing what this opponent wants to do. The only thing I could think of is, 9-drop Kaido did set them back. Then they're playing Queen. So these characters do eat up that Dawn. And Luffy doesn't have an Onigashima. Luffy has access to a healthy 2 to 3 ramp. That's not even healthy. A healthy 2 ramp. That's what Luffy has access to. A healthy 2 ramp. So using Basil's ability, we drew into the counter power that we would have needed to keep him alive. And this is the fun part, right? So what made me say, I hope we use Onigashima, by the way. What made me say Blurple has a build is the fact that when back in the day, when I was trying to construct the deck as best as possible, the thing that was holding it back was lack of KO potential. It was pretty much 9-drop Kaido, 6-drop King. You wasn't going to touch 7-drop King. And maybe some weird KO event cards. But essentially, Are we not gonna ramp? Okay. Whew. Oh, it didn't even matter. I was nervous anyway. Yeah, so it wasn't consistent enough. It was obnoxious how inconsistent it was to get KO cards. Because, well, at the time there was no search. They eventually came out with search, but that still wasn't good enough. And then the KO cards was slightly irrelevant because the way the meta was moving. It was like, do you want to pop 2 drops? Because you can't pop the 5 or higher. So King was like, eh. And then the lack of counter power. That's another thing I have to express. The lack of counter power. So it was just very difficult to figure out how to properly piece this leader. And yeah, I think we got really close. Oh, okay, understandable. And we got a rush. Yeah, we can take the queen out and then swing. Yeah, GG. So yeah, it was just very difficult to find a healthy ratio. Oh, look at that. So that's like almost impossible for us not to catch what do you call it, Onigashima. So yeah, see, it's like impossible not to catch Onigashima early with this leader. And so that's why I was just so confused. I'm like, how is this leader? Look at that. We could literally play 2 search cards now and then 1 search card. Well, the Perona should probably get played now, because it ain't gonna be. Oh, nope. Okay, so I was saying the Perona should probably get played now because it won't be worth it next turn. Big swing. All right. Yep. Who's who? There we go. It was the next card. That's kind of funny. So definitely need to save the 10 drop for like their 10 drop shenanigans. But yeah, anyway. Going back to it, yeah, luckily the Perona is just completely irrelevant now. Luckily we just caught the Onigashima, but yeah, we went through, we had access to look at 15 cards to make sure we get Onigashima. 15 cards, so that's a lot, right? Oh, they whiffed. Ew, that's crazy. So King would have been great right now, but sadly we don't have one in hand. But it is good to develop the kid or queen. We're at 8, so probably kid. I think it's probably better to develop kid. They're thinking about it. I don't know why. Okay, so I guess it makes sense. Essentially, Gadatsu's a dead card at this point. So it's like, why not just use him for counter power? You have the 2K, you have a virtually dead Gadatsu, so boom. And I'm sure now at this point they would feel very comfortable discarding cards. I said discarding cards. I said that so backwards in my brain. Taking life. That's what I meant. I guess being that what was just happening kind of gave me the brain fart. Yeah, we are at 2 life, so we're countering out aggressively. They are filling up that board. Ooh. We get a Thunder Bakwa. So it is good to play 10 drop out, right? Boom, boom, boom. Pick that. Now we're up to Dawn. Active. He whiffed again? That's crazy. So we definitely should hit Onigashima. And even though it's not the best feeling, but we might as well attack their peril. So that way, oh, we're going for life. Yeah, they're very inclined to just take anything. Oh, they froze it. That's interesting. So either you got your 10 drop in hand, or you just literally stopped yourself from being able to get your 10 drop. I expected them. Wow, my bad. I expected them to be at 10 Dawn. They're not. Get that Thunder Bagua. The ramp is probably not even necessary at this point. But, you know, we just needed that defense. Okay, well, we do got, you know, 10 bomb Kaido, so it probably doesn't matter as... Oh my god. Why not? Oh my god, this hand. Too bad we had chucked that queen for counter power. Because if we had taken that life, that queen would have been on the board and Onigashima would have been discarded. Yep, we got to do it. All right. They, in a weird world, they could probably go for game. They have to just swing hard enough. Swing for 7. I can't see them not taking it, or because they know they can't stop the Kaido swing, they'll probably... Oh, wow. You just doing that to cycle, I'm guessing? So now they're at 2 life. Interesting. And if they 10 drop... Oh my god, another one? I'm assuming they're just doing this to cycle some cards. So they 10 drop. They get the direct swing. We have counter power. But it would have been great if we had a queen. I can't see them. Oh. Doesn't hurt the trash too. That's kind of funny. Huh. Okay, we counter out of that. We have to take this one. So in order for us to... Ooh, search. We need a blocker though. 1, 2, 3. Well, they got 3 cards in hand. Wow, what a steal. Because we know, okay, so one of the cards we already guarantee know is a brick. That's 10 drop. Oh, they chucked it. That is so sick. I mean, okay, so outside of the first attack going through, the rest of them are just pretty much going to go through. The only thing we had to worry about was a blocker. So that game was relatively lucky. The one thing I would have did different is I wouldn't have let queen go. I would have probably took that life so I can just develop the queen since I have the blocker to develop. And that would have seen 2 new cards that game. All right, so we get a nice early Onigashima. We're going to be at 6. So not enough Dawn for an actual combo. Okay, so it doesn't hurt to develop the Hawkins. I see the Hawkins there. Oh, we probably should just pop because we're at 4. So granted, we can't use our leader ability, but yeah, let's not give them that condition, that board state where that Kikunojo is just gonna be able to start gaining free life. You're gonna Dawn stack and swing? Of course you're gonna Dawn stack and swing. Ugh. You see an Onami hit the board. Unless you want to draw into the 2K counters, then play your search. But that's a weird setup in general. That, I feel like if Perona was played first, that would have been fantastic. Because it was like blocker, blocker, da 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 da. Can't remember what the other cards are, I ain't gonna lie. I just remember seeing the queens. I wonder if this is how One Piece was intended. Constantly putting 5 cards on the bottom of your deck. Because in the beginning, it was like, you're never seeing these cards again. But if this is something that's very reoccurring, then you would definitely see the cards again. Oh, and we got 2 up for Thunder Bagua. Okay, we're gonna put Enel at 1 life. Oh, they protect. Okay. Seven is the magic number. It's always so convenient. Okay, perfect. That was a free block. I'm surprised we didn't play the search card, but I would say being able to see this, that is literally, yeah, KO, KO, KO. That's what we're looking for. So don't play the search card. Or in fact, we can play the queen to discard the search card and draw into some KO power. And then we'll just get another search card. We played it. What the hell? Okay. Why didn't we just attach Dawn? Unless we want them to chuck a card. Huh. Yeah, I guess it doesn't matter. It equates to the, I mean, we would have swung higher, but swinging for 5 is real encouraging to counter out of. So as long as we got the 2 up for Thunder Bagua, but definitely take and I mean, unless we draw a 10-drop Kaido, not even 9-drop Kaido, 2. They both eat plenty of Dawn. Yeah, we'll be Thunder Bagua will have a better purpose, is what I'm saying. This Enel's thinking. Well, I guess while they're thinking, what you call there. So yeah, this is what we got so far. It is weird seeing a lot of these cards cluster up. So I feel like it takes away from how the deck could flow. I don't know. I always find it weird constantly seeing the same copies of cards just stuck to each other. Like you gotta wipe the plastic clean. Because these cards aren't sleeved, they're digital. Okay. What are we doing? Are we ending the turn? Passing it back? There we go. The only thing I can think of is search for a 10 drop if you want it. But we can just press for so much right now. Yeah, they're in a very compromised position. Yeah, I agree. Play. Oh, get rid of Oni. Oh, play another queen. Draw 2 more. What you call it? Just ditch one of those low drops. Depending on what you draw into, because you might draw another Onigashima, but if you don't, I'll get rid of the search card. Yeah, the one with no counter. Okay, cool. We chose not to attack. That's pretty decent. Because definitely when we 9-bomb them. When we 9-bomb them, well, how many? We'll basically, I don't know, put more pressure. Probably guarantee the game. Yeah, we got too many attacks. So I think they got 2 cards. Oh wait, that's it. That's right. Well, they still got triggers we gotta think about, and should we be attacking? Just, is it more attacks the better option? If we 9-bomb, we can still technically have a Thunder Bagua up, but I don't know. We got options. Yeah, decisions. We don't have Captain Kid on the board, so we're only getting 1 active Don. Does that encourage a card out of hand? No trigger? Okay. Oh, we're attacking with Queen. Careful. Careful. Yeah, put that. Okay. So, I'm sure he sees that. Oh my god, we got both our blockers down. So we're playing blockers. We're gonna play blockers, is from what it looks like. Because we got both our blockers down. But if we play both our blockers, probably gonna play 1 blocker and have a Thunder Bagua active. Okay, King, attack. They have to lose that. They got 3 attacks. We could get 1 blocker and a Bagua. Hopefully, how much? I guess we're just deciding on which one to use. Man, that was risky. I'm glad we was able to get the Yamato off the board. That should be. I think we got this. I think we got this, because it's like, what else can they do? They got 3 attacks. We got 1 blocker, lots of counter power, because Onami is gonna need to be Don stacked, right? Okay, they're fishing. Because of all that Don, it is safer for us to try to stop this attack. That's hilarious. Okay, so now we can draw ourselves a card. It has to be counter, and it is. Okay, dag, the game really, the game really needed us to just simply have a counter card. Man, if he was able to see what we drew, he would be so upset. Okay, so no matter what, they have to take. And if they use their leader ability, that's the only card. Wait, did they just use the trigger and use leader ability? Can somebody explain that? Is that a bug or is it somehow legal to be done? Because I thought you use the beige trigger, it goes to trash. Therefore, he wouldn't have cards in his hand. Well, luckily we got the win. We didn't misclick. Gee.